My name is Panduranga Rao. I am Senior Vice President for Technical Operations and Strategic Initiatives. This Altair Startup Challenge is very, very close to my heart. For the past 3 years, I have been working with several startups, identifying their problems, challenges, and working along with them as a part of their team. When we initially started, we thought we will help them with our solutions and technologies. After first year of engagement, we realized there are a lot more challenges in addition to just addressing the design phase. So we started helping them in identifying the needs of the customers, product positioning, detailed design, design validation, and virtual product development, which involves subjecting their product to all possible user conditions virtually without a prototype. That really helped them to accelerate the product development and come out with a product which is a lot more robust. It is not just we mentored them, we also learned a lot from them. Every requirement from them was a challenge. It was sometimes on the time, they wanted to reduce the time. We generally talk about 11 months for a product development. They would challenge me and said, why can't we do it in 6 months? It was on the production processes, it was on the sourcing, it was on the material, it was on the homologation, it was on the IP, it was on the total product performance, durability, life cycle. So our engagement with our startups doesn't end with the duration of the challenge. We train them, we help them with the resources, we connect them to the external experts, mentors, we nurture them, and we make sure that they succeed by connecting them to our ecosystem. This has been a wonderful experience, and I'm actually excited to see most of these products coming out as a successful products and these companies growing. It gives me immense pressure. Thank you.
My name is Vishwanath Rao. I'm the Managing Director of Altair in India. Altair is a technology company based out of Michigan in the US. We basically provide solutions in 3 different areas: physics-based simulation, artificial intelligence and machine learning, and high-performance computing. So Altair has been running this startup contest in India for the last 3 years. This is the 3rd edition of the startup contest that we are running. We have partnered with various industry bodies like Startup India under the Government of India, CII, which is an industry consortium. For this specific contest, we've also partnered with ARI, Automotive Research Association of India, and IIT Madras Incubation Center. So we've been running this for 3 years, and the idea behind this such a contest is basically to enable aspiring startups to come up with innovative products that have a commercially viable market. Okay, essentially to deliver products that can be sold in the market in a successful manner. So that's the idea about this solution. So this program runs for approximately about 4 to 6 months. Initially, there is a phase where we invite applications from various startups. So startups apply for this program, and then we screen through the applications and select the top 20. Out of the top 20, then we finally shortlist the 10 most suitable startup companies to go through this mentorship program. So what we do as part of this program is we introduce them to various technologies in simulation, AI, ML, high-performance computing, and how these technologies can be applied to accelerate product development for their products. It's not just about technology and introduction. Altair also comes with very, very deep consulting and domain understanding of the automotive industry. So we mentor them on solving real-time technical problems as well as business problems. So at the end of the 4-month period, we actually make an assessment of how each of these companies performed through the entire phase. And then there are various rating parameters on which companies are rated. And this is all done through a set of external jury members. It's not done by Altair people. We have a set of external industry jury who comes on board and does this assessment. And then we finally identify the top 3 companies and reward them by providing them added support, mentorship, free software, and also cash prizes. So that's essentially the whole way the program works. Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Nikhil Gonzalez and I'm the founder and CEO of Ingo Electric. I'm joined here by my chairman, Mr. Manjunath Panthange.
Hello.
And I have over here Mr. Prashant. Prashant is the CTO of the company. Right. So we are here today because we are the platinum winners of the Altair Startup Challenge 2021-2022. What you see over here is a vehicle that is never like before on Indian roads. What we have been able to show with the Altair Startup Challenge, using their tools, using their technology, using their expertise, is actually bringing a reliable, a robust and a safe vehicle onto Indian roads. The smoothness of our vehicle suspension is like no other. The chassis of our vehicle is actually rated for 50,000 kilometers, something that nobody in the industry today in electric vehicles can match up to. We have worked very closely with OEMs, the big OEMs out here in India, in order to give you a supply chain which is robust. So if anything were to ever happen to the vehicle, one would not have to depend on importing a vehicle or importing parts to replace the same. The entire ecosystem is here in India. We are a truly indigenous, made in India company.
Yali Start-up, co-founder and CEO of Yali Mobility. Here my colleagues Madan and Balaji. So at Yali Mobility is an incubated startup from IIT Madras. We started with a vision to provide inclusion in the mobility and provide effortless and enjoyable commute to the wheelchair users and elderly peoples. The product what we working is basically a accessible electric three-wheeler for wheelchair users and elderly people, which makes the daily commute lot more effortless and enjoyable. In current day-to-day life, the wheelchair users want to commute from A to B means they need to physically transfer from the wheelchair to vehicle and vehicle to wheelchair every time. And they have dependency of other person to take the wheelchair, put it into the dicky. So it makes a dependency very high, it makes physically very injured. So what we make is, in our vehicle, the whole vehicle kneels down at the rear so that the wheelchair person directly ingress to the wheelchair itself. There are no need to transfer from the wheelchair to vehicle. And then since it was a three-wheeler platform, it gives very stable vehicle and they can drive along with the wheelchair itself. They don't need to transfer, they don't need to another person to take the wheelchair kind of things. So we make completely independent in their outdoor commutes. That's what we made.